Good morning, y'all. It's about 8:30. I've been out a couple times, but this is the first time I saw little skimps out, and Mom's very protective. I'll look out the window and see them out and about, but then I come out here, she hustles them. She hustles them back under her body. But last night we got down to 60, 61, and she's obviously done a great job of keeping them warm. Two of them are still underneath her, and those were the last two that I had found in the nest box. Sorry. That neighborhood that they put in behind us has a different trash day from us, so lovely. 2 mornings in a row I get to listen to trash trucks. But the one back there never comes as early as mine. The one that comes for me comes barely, it's not even light yet. That back there, they come anywhere between now and 1 o'clock. So yeah, she's being a great mom. I think I know some of you. I'm sorry, I must have talked over the fucking truck. Sorry about my language. I'm gonna talk over that darn truck. Hey, mister, my knee's not for sharpening. This little poultry protection cat last night, I looked out the window about right before I went to sleep, so it was probably about 10. And he was laying like just right over here. And then I got up to go to the bathroom and looked out the window again, and it was about probably 1, and he was asleep on top of here. Of course, I had all the sides down so that she got no winds and no drafts. I did leave the back of that open a little bit so she got good airflow, and she's pretty protected from wind coming in that direction, especially as low as she is right now. And the wind was coming out of the north last night. But she's eaten. Her food's gone down. I've got a couple babies standing in her food. I've got Grit in there because I'm not going to let her out yet. As long as she tolerates it well and isn't making a big fuss, I'm going to try to keep her and her babies in here for at least a full 2 weeks. And then I'm going to move her, and I don't think she'll fly over the fence over here in the quarantine yard, but I'm still probably going to use some of the extra green fence I use for my garden, especially just the strips that I cut off that are only like 2 feet 8 inches tall. I'm going to take them all the way around the bottom of that. That way no little chick can try to squeeze through, or if it's got its head, or if it does, a feral cat can't reach it and grab it. But the feral cats here that I've been trying to tame to catch, yeah. So here's the chickens on the other side of the coop, looking through 2 sets of chain link and 2 sections. It's 2 sets of chicken wire, as chicken wire wraps all the way around this kennel to spy on me. They're so funny. Oh, look, there's one of her little beepers. Oh, there's the little dark one. And the one I thought that might have been, and the one that was like the youngest, I think is still under there. I saw its feet moving today. I don't think a mom would sit on it. She was moved. Last night she was in this corner back here. Get off my shirt, mister. You can't climb on me. And then this morning she was here. And as 2 of them came out and she leaned up to eat, she's eating some of the chicken, the chick feed. I guess I could probably move her feed over here closer in front of her. She seems to be really, that's the smallest one that I thought might not make it. It was a little wet yesterday. But I'm assuming her instincts tell her, about the temperature and to keep the babies warm. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were taking over my seat. But like I was saying, I saw 2 come out earlier, and then there were 4 little sets of feet underneath her, look like they're dancing. She keeps pulling that little chick feeder almost under her. I don't know if it's just her eating out of it, but I'll go today, or I'll have Paul grab some regular chick starter grower. This has got all the same stuff that a regular starter grower is, except for it's like 24% protein, which, it's not going to hurt them as they're little. They're going to have some heck of beautiful feathers because it's a game bird and show bird. So I've got quite a bit of it, so I might just use it up. I'll probably use it up first because it is a starter grower. Being that they're with their mom, I mean, I'm not going to give them any kind of I don't want mom to eat any of the medicated feed. I thought about giving them some medicated feed for just the first 2 weeks, but I think they're going to be fine. They're still isolated enough, and they're not, we'll see. I've always used a little bit of the medicated feed the first couple weeks, just because it has the petroleum in it, and because little baby chicks are often so stressed, especially when you pick them up in a big Tractor Supply, like a big setting like that, where they've been shipped and they're in there, and people are picking them up and reaching for them, and you're taking them out and you're moving them again. If we put ourselves in a little chick spot, that would be stressful. That'd be stressful for a human. But look at you, your little cute little fluffy face. So she's eating. They've got healthy food, and I'm just amazed because Leghorns are not known to be moms or broody. She is half silver laced, gold laced Wyandotte and Leghorn supposedly, but she is being a great mom. And today, I think right now it's only like 68, and it's cloudy. We're supposed to be getting some rain, so I've got it set up so any rain will just it's going to shut off of them that way. And I got Chaos out here. He's just watching the babies. You've been a really good PPC, my poultry protection cat. But he pretty much thinks these chickens are all his. And then even since I got the two that run loose and like to share food with the feral cats, my ferals don't mess with them either. So I don't really. Chaos was curious when he saw something little running around in there peeping, but I think it was more curiosity than what's that little appetizing nugget? He just. Oh, so they all went back under Mama. But they are there's one underneath her. You can't really see him, but it's the food that she spilled is kind of under her chest. I see little bitty beaks eating it. So anyway, I don't know what Mom says to them, but I think she says that creature with the big head and long arms is coming in here. Oop. Hi, babies. Oh, you're gonna eat with your mama? Oh, that's so sweet. So yeah, there's two little. That one is the one that's like almost pure little yellow fluff. I have a feeling it's probably gonna grow up and look like Mom. I haven't seen any darker legs yet, but I don't know if they immediately have the dark legs. Because I know, like I said, one hatched out of a green egg, so that had an Easter egg of Mama and Daddy, and then there's the little yellow one that's got like kind of like a honey brown tips to its color, to its feathers, and then there's the little youngest one that's got the little spot on its head. I think you might have seen it. Did you eat it? Oh yes, you eat the foods. Sorry, this weather's giving me all kinds of sinus stuff. So I haven't seen them drink a lot, but they're with Mom, so I'm sure they have. The water's gone down. Oh, I see another little head coming out. That's the one that's yellow, but it's got like it's got that kind of a honey brown face. So, we know she was on a silver lace Wyandotte egg, and we know she was on an Easter egg. And then the other two are just, who knows? So anyway, she's being a good mama. Look, Chaos is like I said, the birds were all raised with him. He's just, he's just checking on your mom. He slept on top of her last night, so I don't see anything wanting to approach this at night. Plus, we have these little lights back here that shine towards the coop, and then right behind me is the bathroom window and my room window. So even though I had a fan on last night because I got really hot, if there was something that, and then of course I've got a rooster and a hen who sleep up there in that tree. So I'm sure if anything would have gone on, Laddie would have alerted. Which is kind of a good thing, him being out here. And then if he would have alerted, then Cosmo would have alerted. There's the others. Yeah, Laddie, you're not the focus of attention. He's like, darn it, I want to be the attention. Yeah, he's been over there eating Chaos. I gave Chaos moist food this morning. And he ate most of it. And then he wanted some dry. So I put some dry in his bowl. I tried to do it quietly so it wouldn't even make noise when it went into the bowl. But, of course, Laddie heard it. So he was up there working on a bowl of cat food. And unless he pulverizes it... Hush, mister, I'm talking. Unless he pulverizes it and then eats the little pieces with his tongue. Don't get some attitude with me. He's like, you got them red Crocs on. Step on your feet. I hate them, Mom. You've got mushy cat food stuck to your lips. See that orange on his mouth? Or that yellowish? Yeah, that's cat food. So I had to reach in the bowl, grab a handful of the dry kibble, and put it on Chaos's soft food plate so he could have some snacks without Mr. Sassy Pants here. So his last flogging of me is healing nicely. They were deep. I did every time I showered, I would soak the scabs off and then rub them off with a wet washcloth and then doctor them, and they're healing from the bottom up. I'm not letting a yucky scab hang out there. And you'll be amazed that it is a trick too. I learned it when my little brother got burned on a big portion of his body with hot coffee, a whole 22 cups of hot coffee. And as he scabbed over, he was little, and I would help my mom by talking to him and distracting him and holding his hand, because I was only 10, 11, maybe 11. She would have to soak his wounds in the saline stuff. This was in the 70s, remember? And then slowly soak off his scabs on his burns and get rid of the scabs, debride them, essentially. That's what they do with burn patients. And then she would put the white cream, the Silodine, I guess is what it's called, and the other stuff, so that he wouldn't have big scars. And true to form, Mom was religious about it, as long as he was making those scabs. And I don't think he remembers that part of it. He was only 6, but or 7, almost 7, I guess. But because I'm 4 years older than him, and maybe I wasn't quite 11, but he has it burned across his chest and under his arms because he had a terry cloth shirt on in the summer. Okay, this was the 70s. You can remember those terry cloth shirts. Laddie, you gotta be up on me right this moment, huh? So my parents had this huge coffee pot, looked like a big urn, like 22 cups, and it was full of hot coffee. And my parents are big coffee drinkers, but the cord was hanging over in front of the drawer. Well, my mom told him that he could get a knife out and he could cut the legs off of a chicken we were having. And when he yanked that drawer open like a little kid would, he poured all that coffee on him. And we got his shirt off pretty quick, but because it was terry cloth and it happened so fast, I screamed for my mom to come. She came running in and said, get cold wet towels. Or did she? I don't remember. I think I just ran to the bathroom, filled the tub with cold water, started putting cold water in the tub, and put some towels in there and got them totally soaking cold wet. And we wrapped him in, and they rushed him to the hospital. But anyway, so that's how I kind of learned that depending on the type of gash and cut it is, especially if it's surfacey, if it's not deep down into your muscle or to the lowest levels of your epidermis, that you will heal with less scarring if you soak those scabs off. And true to form, he has one tiny little scar up under his armpit, kind of right at the front where your armpit folds and meets the side of your chest. And that was just probably where the shirt and the heat, and he had his little arms, who knows. But anyway, enough about that. We're just looking at baby chicks. This is supposed to be a baby chick video, not a Kate rambling video, but they're all Kate rambling videos. Here's Laddie. You're gonna love them even though they're not your babies? See, she keeps doing this with that food bowl. Don't peck at your baby. So every now and then I'll see one stick its little head out. I don't know why. I think it's just her motion. She doesn't want to get up, so she's pulling it towards her. Well, the babies can get to it that way. Shove it bowl under you. There's the little dark-haired one, which I think is probably the only one with any kind of really dark black on it. So I have a feeling that's the gold lace. That's the one that's the Wyandotte egg. So we'll see. I'm gonna leave you guys to peace here. You got good guardians. You got Mr. Sassy Pants here and Purr Britches. All right, y'all. Enough of the chicks.